Hello everyone, this is Phenix Animator.
Hello, this is Froggy Lumpy. I'm sorry, I can't help it. This is so funny. These jesters, I love. They're so cute.
Hi!
They're so funny. Especially, I love the one where you go, I guess. Okay, because you kind of shrug.
I guess.
Exactly, that's it. I love that one. Welcome back to Direwolf20 1.10 too. We are on episode 9, I believe. And I have got so many things going on, it's ridiculous. There are so many new things in this pack. I'm like going, I want to record this, I want to record this.
I
want to
know.
record this, I want to record this. It's just so crazy. It's insane.
There's so much stuff I want to play with and explore, and I've been playing with Psy.
Yeah,
exploring
I see that little gun you have in your hand.
Yeah.
Let me just do a real quick show out here.
Sure.
And then, oh, never mind.
Well,
Be back in a minute. It's nighttime.
wakey wakey, rise and shine, it's morning.
Good morning, everyone. So we're back. Let's go outside a minute.
Okay.
I wanted to note that in my inventory there are 2 ender lily seeds. I've been, trying to find these. It takes a lot of grass. Oh, look, there's one. There's one done. As they're getting
Cool.
As they're getting mature in the house, I'm bringing them out here because what I want to do eventually is to create an automated farm with them. And so now that one is done, so we can go ahead and replant that one. So I have 6 is what I've got so far. But I mean, it takes an enormous amount of stuff.
It does.
I've got all kinds of food in my inventory here because I am going to make some, I don't know, fish and chips, some French fries, some maybe a little chocolate. Oh no, I can't do chocolate because I didn't find a cow. Some toast. Can I do it? Can't do a hamburger. Spaghetti. But there's a bunch of little, actually Additions has got a lot of stuff in its mod. But what I'd like to do is make a knife. Now, I was trying to do a few things, like for instance making a fishing rod, but you have something in the crafting station, so that means I had to keep going upstairs every time I wanted to craft anything.
I did.
So I'm like, oh, this is nonsense. So what did I do? I made one of these.
What'd you make?
Which is actually Additions as well.
Oh,
Check it out.
a portable
A
crafter.
crafting table on a stick.
That's cool.
So now all you have to do is right click, and then you have a crafting table right there.
What?
So you could craft anything you need. So it's really convenient. Excuse me.
I want to see.
Well, for instance, I'm tired of all of these torches. They're all over the place. If you look there, it's just crazy. So I decided another one of these actually addition things. I decided to see what this does. I probably shouldn't make a whole stack of them because I don't know if I like them or not, but I'm going to see anyway. But I wanted to make that knife. So let me go ahead and make that knife. I need a knife blade, which is iron and flint, and I'm in my little hand crafting table here, so Phoenix can't see this.
Nope.
And I need a knife handle, which is leather, and a stick. Now, we only have one piece of leather, but we have plenty of rotten flesh. So I took it and threw it in front of that atomic regeneration thingy-maduchy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know I said that wrong. But it gave me
Atomic Reconstructor.
And then, yes, and then I was fishing and I got another piece of rotten flesh. It's like, oh, great. I was trying to get one of those blowfish or puffy fish, but I ended up just getting 4 salmon, so it's like, oh well, that's not good. So you put the knife blade and the knife handle together, and now you have a knife. Now you're able to make these different things here. For instance, with the knife, I can make some French fries, and now I have French fries. And then with the knife, I can then make a bowl, and I don't have any paper on me, so I can't make that. So I guess we'll have to stick with French fries then. So,
cool.
Are you hungry?
Yes. No.
I'm not either, so have some French fries for later.
Thank you.
And I will, if you look around, you can see that I have seriously cleared out things, but check it out over there.
I see. You have a fenced-in area, and you have some glass.
You see these 1001 torches. Okay, so I'm going to take that torch up, and I'm going to see what this torch does. Oh my gosh, look, it's tiny! But
tiny torch!
Unfortunately, it does that. I thought it might. That tiny also means that it doesn't cover as much area. So that means for one torch, I have to place 3 more. And that's not good.
That's not good.
I don't like that. But I think I might use these tiny torches like in the house or something. They are a lot less bulky. Let's see what they look like on the side. Yeah, that's cool. I like that actually. They're not so big.
Oh, hey, there's a chicken.
Yes, I did something else. I can't do everything on camera because I'm not going to be able to do anything off camera.
Exactly.
And so I made leads. I also made which a lead is just string, and let me pull out the recipe. String, and then a slime ball, which we've got lots of the blue ones. We do have 1 or 2 green ones because I actually ran into a green slime in a cave. I also made a golden lasso, and the golden lasso recipe is just the string and the nuggets. Here's the change in the golden lasso. To make the golden lasso, it cost you 8 levels of experience.
Ooh.
So that's the change in the golden lasso. But I had 32, so now I'm down to 25. I'm like, well, that's good, because I was concerned, every time I died, I'm losing those levels, and I keep building my levels back up and then dying and losing my levels. I'm like, well, at least I'm using them this way. There's a couple of things that now require experience to be able to craft, which I'm fine with, as long as I got the levels, obviously.
Right.
But I was going to go out and try to find a cow and lead him home, and then I realized I could make the golden lasso. I'm like, oh, baloney for that. I'll just, go get a sheep and a cow and stick it in this pen right here.
There you go.
And I found a chicken instead. So I'm like, okay, I'll do the thing. There we go. We got some eggs. Because a couple of these recipes require eggs. So I thought, okay, fine. So I'm going to load us up with a bunch of food, and it's all in Actually Additions.
Cool.
And it's all dealing with like noodles. You use the knife and wheat make the noodles. So for instance, let me just do that real quick just to see if the knife does get used. I was wondering if it did. I don't actually have to do that because I did the other thing. So I don't actually have to do that. So if you want to go ahead and why is that not working? It said knife and wheat. So why is it? Oh, it does work. There we go. All right. There we go. So I made 8 noodles. We'll go with that.
Noodles!
So I will leave it to you, and I'm going to make up all these foods. I didn't want to make up all these foods on camera because it's all the same thing, really. Get some paper, which we have, fish and chips. Carrot juice is the knife, a bottle, and a carrot.
Carrot juice.
Submarine sandwich is cheese
and
paper, but you need a steak. The cheese is the egg and the milk, so that's why I need the cow. So I will make up some food that I can make up. I gotta go find a cow though.
Cool.
So what do you got for us?
I was messing around with Sai and wanted to show off some of the neat things that it has. I do want to state that I am not going to go through every single one of the thingies on camera. I'm probably just going to... It's very extensive. I'm probably just going to show some of the cool stuff that it can do, and refer that you go and search online if you want to know detailed information, because it is a super extensive and really complicated mod, and I don't think I could do it justice in trying to explain it. So...
However, Psi as in PSI, right?
Yes, as in PSI. Whoops. I was trying to do an at. It didn't work. Is a really cool mod that is a tech magic mod. But it has a little bit of programming in it, which is why I won't be explaining it. So, what I have here is a Psi gun.
Is that what you start with?
Casting assistant device. Yes. Well, not this one. This is an upgraded version. The one you start with is iron. I can actually show that. Let me bring in the Psi. If you look it up, the iron CAD assembly is what you end up making. You make 4 iron out of that, and you make a CAD assembler, which is 5 iron, a piston, and that makes the CAD assembler. So it's pretty easy to get into as the start, but you do need some redstone as well.
Cool.
Yeah! So this is the upgraded one. This is made with Psi metal, which is actually one of... let me show it here. Psi CAD assembly, which is made with Psi metal ingots, and that is gold that has been shot with the Psi metal thing. So you would just throw the gold down like the rotten flesh, and then you'd shoot it. That didn't do anything because rotten flesh doesn't change.
I have a gold nugget.
It needs to be a gold ingot.
Oh, I don't have a gold ingot.
Do you also?
No.
I also have side gems, so I can turn diamonds into gems.
Does it do anything with iron?
No.
No. Can't help you.
But there is some really neat things that it can do. Like, for instance, I can create an explosion.
Oh my goodness.
So I can shoot explosions out, which is pretty cool.
And now what are the explosions made out of?
They're just like, they're very low powered, like creeper explosions. They're just normal like TNT creeper explosions.
Well, how do you make them?
That's where the complicated part comes in. Give us just a moment, let's go to sleep, and then I can explain it a little bit. Okay, so it's morning. Let's go outside for a moment before I explain the programming.
Well, what's in this crafting bench that I couldn't do anything?
That's stuff for you so that we can create you one of these things.
But
you'll have to proceed through the tutorials to be able to use some of the spells and stuff.
Oh.
For instance, like this one here, I've called scuba diving. And what is really neat about it is if I right click, you can see now I'm all bubbly.
Yes, you are. Why?
Because I have water breathing 39 seconds.
Seriously? What's happening to your bubbles?
What do you mean? Oh, they're not moving. They're not using them at all.
Wow. So you have full bubbles?
Yep. It's actually pretty bright out right now, which is nice.
I can see you, sort of.
It'd be a really nice swim if there wasn't guardians in the water.
Well, I know, I'm not sure, but I think I might know a way of keeping the guardians at bay a little bit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
That fishing rod. Here's the funny thing about the fishing rod. You can, you can take your fishing rod, obviously, and you right-click in it, and you set it down to fish, right? Well, there's a guardian right there.
Yep.
Interesting thing about it is they don't... Oh, I caught a regular fish. They do not seem to like these fishing rods.
Oh, really?
I don't know if it's really true, but I had 2 guardians out here, and they both sort of ran away when I started fishing.
Oh, that's cool.
Interesting. There was one in the deep like there is now. I seen his little targeting thing just a second ago. He'll stay in the deep because of me and my fishing rod. I ended up, I don't know if you'd call it capture. I would say hooking, I should say. A squid.
Yeah.
So they might be able to get hooked, and that's the reason why they go, oh no, a fishing rod, run away, run away.
That could be. They don't want to get pulled towards you because they don't like being near you. That's interesting.
I thought, maybe I might start to enjoy fishing because I don't really care for fishing.
Yeah.
So, but it used to be when it bobbed, you reeled it in, but not anymore. Now you have to wait for that stream of bubbles to come up to it, and then reel it back in when that stream of bubbles hits with it. But anyway, back to Psi.
So that's one of the ones that are really cool. One of the other ones I have that's really neat is basically I use my Psi energy to do bone meal.
Oh my gosh. Cool. Speaking of bone meal, see, there's so much. I mean, it's like, so much. Oh my gosh, there's just so much. It's ridiculous. But speaking of bone meal, since you're out here, let me find our little friend. There's our little friend. Let me
Well, look at him.
These. Here's our little friend. We have
That's
4
coffee.
little friends in the garden.
That's coffee.
They are worms. And how you get the worms is by tilling the ground with your hoe, or in this case, it was my all-in-one tool. And I just hoed a bunch over there.
Mm-hmm.
You probably see a bunch of farm spaces over there. And by hoeing the ground, I ended up getting these worms.
Cool.
And then you place the worm in here, and he will magically help your plants grow a little bit. Now, it's not that much. It's very, very, very tiny. But I thought that is so cute because I actually seen the particle effect of him actually assisting the growth of one of these. There's one on all the 4 corners of squares here. I have one of these little guys. So there's 4 actually in this garden. They cannot stay.
There was a particle effect.
They cannot stay real close together though. They have to have a separation because I believe it's a 3x3 block that they will actually be working with. And so you can't put them too close together. They actually will not place. I tried to place. There's the particle effect. He helped out a little bit on one of these plants.
There you go.
I don't know. It's not a great deal, but it is a tiny bit. But I thought it was kind of cute.
Cool.
Anyway, back to Sai again.
Back to Sai again. So let me explain the programming just slightly.
Okay. There.
So to explain the water, the scuba diving programming, this is how it works. Let me actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and delete this.
I just right-clicked on your spell programmer, and I got a little note that says you have no idea what is that? You have no idea how to operate this. You're right, I don't.
That's funny. So, and you'll just have to rely on the little screen that's gonna pop up to see what I'm doing, which is actually kind of cool that you can see that. So right now there's nothing there. There are things you can do are referred to as tricks. So making the explosion or making the bone meal effect, which is called overgrow. Fertilize a block at a given point. I could apply regeneration. They're called tricks. And the one that I did was the water breathing. So there's water breathing. And water breathing needs a target and a time frame. So to give it a time frame, you want to give it a number, which is referred to as a constant number. So we're going to give it a number. And the number I chose was 42 because that was the best that my gun could handle at the time. As you progress with Sai, you get more Sai energy, which is on my screen. That's there's a bar on the right when I hold the gun. As I use it, that bar goes down. And as long as I have Sai energy, I can still cast it. As if I don't have Sai energy, or I don't have enough, I should say, then it ends up hurting. Which I can't get it to trigger.
Earlier, when you were in your beginner gun, that's what was happening. You were doing a leaping thing, and you looked like you were hurting yourself.
Exactly, I was. So if you have no Sai energy, you can't cast anything. But if you have enough energy to be able to cast, and you don't have a full amount of energy to cast it, then it will hurt you. If that made sense. Like, let's say I need something that needs 200 energy, and I only have 150. It's going to use my life force for that last 50 because I don't have enough, but I casted it. And so after that, I'll have 0, so it won't let me cast again.
You want to make sure you have enough energy, so how do you replenish your energy then?
It replenishes automatically over time.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So, back to the water breathing. The water breathing says it needs a time, which I gave it a number of 42. So that we need to say link that down to the number. And it needs a target. And in this case, the target is going to be the spell caster, which is you. And you're going to say target, go to spellcaster. So over here, this target, these arrows are the directions that you're going to move it from. So if I read this from the beginning, the spellcaster will cast the trick water breathing for 42 seconds. And that's what gives me what I refer to as scuba diving, which gives me water breathing.
For 42 seconds.
Yep.
Cool.
Actually, I think it's a little higher. Yeah, I actually went up to like 46 seconds. because that was the most that I could do with this gun.
That's fabulous.
I got one more thing that I want to show.
Okay, what's that?
Let's go down to our mining. So, one of the other ones I have is called Break 3 Above. Well, it's not really breaking 3 above, it's breaking 2 above. But it breaks the one it's looking at. So, I can look at the bottom leftmost block.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's cool. Oh, wow. You can mine from a distance.
And I can pick a bell.
So cool.
I have to figure out exactly how to do it.
I took your torch because I want to go back up. I want to try this tiny torch.
Tiny torch.
Yeah. See, didn't do all of them.
Didn't do it.
Didn't do all of them.
There we go.
Nope. Now it doesn't do that one. Yeah, those tiny torches are good for the house, and that's about it.
Yep. So, yeah, this is neat because I can just...
That is so cool.
I can just mine. I do want to make it where it actually will mine...
a lot more than just 3.
Kind of like the hammer. Just mine in a 3x3.
That's cool.
So, and it doesn't take a lot of energy for that one. So I can actually mine it a lot.
Okay, stop.
Okay.
Because now you've gotten to my... Oh, good grief.
Why do we need 4 torches?
I don't know. I doubled up for some reason.
So, there you go.
That Sai
really
can
cool.
do a lot of different things, in other words. It's very extensive. You can do, like leaping distances. You can breathe underwater. You can mine. You can do all kinds of things. So it's worth looking into, but it is extensive, and apparently there's a lot of reading involved.
There is a lot of reading involved. There's a lot of numbers involved.
Is there a book?
If you have an empty hand, or you're not holding your gun, I should say, you can hit C, and it will bring up the tutorial.
Oh, there we go. Welcome to Sai, the best spell programming magic tech mod in this side of the universe. Okay. Please keep in mind that having just enough items or some other method of looking up recipes is essential for playing with this, as recipes are not included in this guide. Alrighty then. So, got it, and we have that, so we're good to go. So I can get into that then and be able to get my Sai gun to working then. Right? Right. You left.
I went upstairs.
All alone.
I teleported upstairs.
Oh, we made a...
It's nighttime outside.
Do you love the way we store our stuff? This is so cute. We made a lumber axe. And this lumber axe has slimy on it. And anything that has slimy on it will actually spawn slimes. They're the little baby ones. But I'm out there chopping down all those big old huge trees. And little tiny baby slimes kept falling on my head.
Yep.
It was kind of funny.
Yep.
Yeah. I love the way everything shows up outside. That's just so cool. But we made a hammer. And oh, that torch is standing up.
Yep.
That's so cool. Alright, I think that'll do it for this episode. I am going to I'm going to make all kinds of the food things here so that we can get a bunch of food going here. I made some bowls, and I probably put them in my... Yeah, I did. I went and got us some more lily pads too, by the way. But are you doing that leaping? That's what you were doing before.
Now I have enough Sai energy, it doesn't hurt.
What is
that? And I did it correctly. It's called Blink.
Blink? Oh, okay. I have some spaghetti. Would you like some?
Sure.
There you go. I also have some carrot juice. Would you like some?
Oh, yes, please.
There, I have 2.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I gave you french fries already, so look, we're already starting to stock up on our different food. Are you gonna put it in the crafting station?
No, I'm in the side thingy.
Okay, I'll put mine in there. See what it looks like. Oh, it won't let you. Oh, it does let you. Ah, that's so funny.
I wanted to try something real quick.
And the regular mine. Good grief! Where did you go? Oh my gosh!
Hello.
That. Okay, now what's going on? I don't understand.
I teleported upstairs.
Oh my gosh, that is amazing.
I'm outside.
So you can teleport. Oh my gosh, you just walked through the wall. That's cool. So if you know where
I don't need doors anymore.
If you know your direction, then
yep.
What happens if you were to put yourself into a wall and the other side ends up being stone or dirt?
I believe you take damage and are pushed out, but I'm not positive on that.
That's cool. Well, I'm definitely gonna have to
Ow!
investigate this.
I'm in the inventory room behind you. Hello.
That's insane.
I went on the roof and then went through the roof into here.
Oh, good grief. That's crazy.
Yep.
All right,
that's cool.
That's really cool. Side's got a lot of really cool stuff in it.
Yep.
And apparently you're going to be zipping around the base a lot.
I am! It's so much fun!
I'm Froggy Lumpy.
And I'm Phenix Animator.
Thanks ever so much for watching, everybody. Have a great day.
Hope you enjoyed the episode, and if you have any suggestions, leave them in the comments below.
Bye!
Bye! See you all later!
I love these gestures. They're so cute.
I guess.
See, I just love that one. It's like, I guess.